2 people were stabbed by a suspect who has been shot by police, and we are now learning that the suspect died in hospital. CBC's Sarah Galashan is outside the 7-Eleven where this all happened earlier. So Sarah, what do we know about what happened this morning?
Well, we're learning, Travis, from police and from other witnesses to this, is that this suspect didn't actually start at the 7-Eleven, that it was across the street at an Original Joe's restaurant that staff there first encountered him, and that police say that's where he stole alcohol and a knife. Canadian press reporting that while inside that restaurant, he made threatening remarks to a staff member, asking them if they wanted to die. And then from there, the suspect, we are told, went across the street, and that's where you see the 7-Eleven. And inside that 7-Eleven, we still see police officers and investigators at that scene hours after this all unfolded. Inside that convenience store, we have heard from those who were in there that there was violent incidences occurring. A 911 call had been made, incidentally, by those who were inside the Original Joe's restaurant, and at the convenience store. That is when among the witnesses to this, a delivery man arrived, and he describes for us, and I want to play you his clip, what he saw unfold there leading up to this shooting.
I saw that one of the homeless just got inside and he was trying to steal maybe cigarettes or something. So they just hold his hand that you can do that. Then he just got up his knife and trying to stab them. So then when he just bring out his knife, they just said you can take whatever you want, but he didn't listen. He tries to stab that lady inside and him. Then police came and police tried to stop him. He didn't listen, so they shot it.
As I say, police were on the scene quickly. Partly because that 911 call coming in from the restaurant across the street that it had the encounter. That delivery man that you just heard from there, he had the wherewithal to take out his phone and to record the event as it unfolded. And we are going to play that for you, but I do want to warn you are going to hear the gunshots as they rang out inside that 7-Eleven.
Move over! Right now! Move over! Hey!
We know from police that 2 who were stabbed, they are injured. They were taken to hospital, and they are expected to survive. Those injuries are not expected to be life-threatening. The suspect in this, after being shot, was taken into custody by police. But Travis, they are confirming now that that suspect has passed away.
Okay, Sarah, and I know that there's a news conference scheduled for 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern, coming up very soon, which we'll carry for you live. What are we expecting to hear from Vancouver Police?
So a lot of the details have come out from the multiple witnesses, Travis, who were in the area at the time that this happened. This was 11:30 in the morning, downtown Vancouver, corner of Hamilton and Robson, and police tape still up, as I say, hours later. The police are still on the scene. So, of course, we have questions about what it is they are continuing to look for, and the kind of witnesses that they have spoken to and who have already pieced together the story for many members of the media who've been gathering here waiting to hear from police. We know that the Independent Investigator's Office is also on scene, as you would expect it to be the case when there's a police-involved shooting. They do a sort of sidebar investigation. They have put out a press release. They are asking as well to speak to any additional witnesses who may not have already offered their account, because there's going to be questions, Travis. First of all, how does something like this happen in a downtown area? Very busy. There are restaurants, coffee shops. This was just about lunchtime. Sunny day it was in Vancouver. So for something like this to unfold, it is alarming, and that is certainly a question that police are going to be facing. But as well, there'll be questions about, was this the right tact for the police to take? Did they follow all of the appropriate steps? And as you say, we'll be getting answers from them in less than a half an hour now.
Okay, Sarah, and I know that you'll be at that news conference to ask questions. We're going to continue to check in in with you throughout the hour and after that news conference.
Sure.
That's the CBC's Sarah Galashan on the breaking news, starting us off from downtown Vancouver tonight. Well, joining me now is Mohammed Uzair Khalid. He is an eyewitness to the violent incident that took place in that 7-Eleven, and he joins us from Vancouver this evening. Thank you for being here. I can't imagine what this all must be like for you. Take me to that scene. When did you realize something was not right?
Yeah, thank you so much, Travis. So I was walking down Robson Street heading to class around 12:30 p.m. And as I passed by the 7-Eleven on the corner of the Hamilton and Webster, I suddenly heard loud screams and shouting coming from inside the store. At first, I didn't know what was going on, but the volume and urgency of the sounds made it clear that something was seriously wrong. I saw a police car quickly arrive, and I could tell from the rush of the officers that it was something major. And the area around the store was chaotic, and with people starting to run and look for safety. I didn't see the actual incident happening inside, but the scene outside was filled with confusion and fear.
So talk to me about what you saw outside. Describe that for me.
Yeah, so when the police arrived, they acted quickly, and within moments, a single police car was followed by a rapid response, multiple units, and totaling around 12 police cars and paramedics, and so I saw 3 army soldiers also arriving on the scene, and I could see them immediately securing the area, likely to taking control of the situation and ensuring public safety. And they were very focused and professional, trying to manage the chaos. And it was a chaotic scene. Yeah, confusion.
Yeah, tell me what the reaction was from folks around you who, I mean, this is in the downtown core. We talked about this with Sarah. This is right in the heart of Vancouver. What were people doing when all of this was unfolding? Were they confused? Were they trying to see what was going on inside that convenience store?
Yeah, so when I heard the loud gunshot coming from inside the 7-Eleven, at that point, the tension was in the air was escalated even more, and people were already panicking, started running in all directions, trying to get away from the store. I was on the opposite side of the street, but so I couldn't see everything clear, but it was clear that the situation was getting worse. The sound of the gunshot made everyone, including myself, feel like we have to act fast to avoid being caught in the middle of something very dangerous. So it was very confusing.
Do you feel safe in the city right now? I know you're an international student from Pakistan. You've been living in Vancouver for 15 months now. How are you feeling about safety in the downtown core and just in the city in general?
Yeah, so Travis, that's a very good question. So when I first arrived in Vancouver, I felt very safe, actually. The city is known for its beauty and welcoming environment, and I've never had any reason previously to feel unsafe. However, after witnessing an event like this, I have to say it does make me reconsider the safety I felt before. Of course, these incidents are rare, but seeing something so intense make you think more about the security of your surroundings. Despite this, I don't want to judge the entire city based on one incident, but it does serve as a reminder to stay alert, especially in certain areas of downtown.
Yeah, and did this surprise you that this had happened in the middle of the day? This was 11:30 in the morning?
Yeah, this surprised me a lot. I have seen previous stabbings too. There was one stabbing happened right at noon in front of my campus when I study at Fairleigh Dickinson University. So it happened right in front of my campus door. So it's getting quite bad here. Even in the daylight, it's not much of a night thing now. It can happen anytime, anywhere.
What do you think leaders need to do to prevent more violence like this from happening in the city and to keep Vancouver safe? I
think they should start taking action. Most of these people, usually when they get arrested, they go to jail and get bailed off soon. They don't get to pay for their crimes and anything. So I think they should start taking more serious action and giving them more robust imprisonment or something else that can reduce the crimes. Yeah.
I know that you have been through an incredibly difficult day, and this cannot be easy to relive this and discuss this, but we certainly appreciate you coming on Canada Tonight and sharing what you saw and witnessed today in downtown Vancouver. That is eyewitness Mohammed Uzair Khalid joining us from Vancouver.
Thank you.